Have you ever wondered why some people manage to be rich from being poor, while others continue to struggle with debts and expenses? Have you noticed something? Why does school teach us things we'll never use in life, but never teaches us about money? Why does it have to be like that? If school didn't teach you, I will. Because what you've never learned about money in your entire life, you're gonna learn in this short video. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap to become rich as quickly as possible. But I warn you, the road is tough. It's filled with struggles, ups and downs. It's gonna require swallowing some difficult truths that the school system and society haven't told you yet.
Let this circle represent $1 million. This is what $10 million would look like. This is what $100 million would look like. And this is what $1 billion would look like. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has a net worth of 117 times this number.
And there's you, probably working at a job right now that you got from the degree you studied for in university, right? Well, here's the two-dimensional equation that you've been taught. Money equals salary earned from a job. Past a certain point, the prospect of getting a job becomes the sole purpose of your education. So what's wrong with that, you ask? I'm gonna assume that if you're watching this, you want to make a lot of money, and as quickly as possible. If that's your goal, then this equation for generating money will never get you there. I've divided this video into 5 chapters, which I call the roadmap to get rich. Chapter 1.
It doesn't matter how much money you make, but how you manage it. Robert T. Kiyosaki.
Let me explain why financial knowledge is important. Do you know the boxer Mike Tyson? Well, he was the greatest boxer of all time, earning millions of dollars throughout his life. It's estimated he made over $300 million during his career. However, he declared bankruptcy in 2003 with a debt of $30 million. Now, let's look at another story. Do you know Ronald Reagan? I bet you don't, because he was just a watchman. But by his death in 2014, he had $8 million. Yes, you heard it right. He didn't win the lottery, and his father wasn't rich. This is the power of financial knowledge. We've been taught that money is something bad, to rethink your beliefs about money. Often in movies, the rich are portrayed as dishonest and cheats. However, money can't be good or bad. Only people can be good or bad. Money simply amplifies their options. For instance, I can use money to do illegal things, but I can also use that same money to buy food for homeless people. So, you need to improve your financial knowledge. However, you don't need to learn everything about money. You can learn that through experience. But you've got to learn to manage money.
How do I learn to manage money?
Just read books. Here are my top 5 books. 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. 3. Your Money or Your Life by Vicky Robin and Joe Dominguez. 4. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. 5. A Random Walk Down Wall Street by Burton G. Malkiel. Chapter 2. Start investing as soon as possible. Let me explain the power of compounding. Warren Buffett has more than $85 billion. He earned 95% of his wealth after the age of 65. Let's compare Warren Buffett and Jim Simons. Jim Simons has been called the greatest investor in the world because he used to generate 66% profits on his capital. On the other hand, Warren Buffett used to generate only 22%. Now you probably think that Jim Simons' wealth is much more than Warren Buffett, but here's the catch. Although Simons generates 66%, he started investing at the age of 50. Warren started at the age of 10, so Warren Buffett has much more wealth than Simons. So, start investing as soon as you can, despite having less money. Chapter 3. Don't chase money, chase problems. I'd call this another way of getting rich. Let me explain. You're paid in proportion to your perceived value, determined by the market, consumers, including your friends, family, neighbors, and country. People often complain about football players being overpaid, but their high salaries exist because there's a large market for football. It's not about how hard you work. It's about perceived value. A cleaner is paid less than an accountant because the market values the accountant's skills more highly. To increase your perceived value, solve problems. All money flows from this premise. The The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you can make. Jeff Bezos, for example, solved numerous problems with Amazon, creating immense value. Instead of chasing money, look for problems and find scalable solutions. Your solution needs to affect many people. Starting a local business like a restaurant isn't scalable, but a franchise or software can be. Ensure your business runs smoothly with systems and processes. Automate and outsource tasks where possible. Ultimately, it's not about money, the freedom it brings. Freedom to do what you want without financial worries. Your time is the most valuable resource. Decide if giving up a large chunk of your time for a job you don't like is worth it. For those who seek financial freedom, stop chasing money and start solving problems. Pursue a meaningful struggle by solving significant problems, and you might find the freedom you desire. Chapter 4. Overcoming obstacles.
The primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they handle fear. Both rich and poor people feel fear, but they deal with it differently. Rich people see losing money as a temporary problem and a chance to learn, while poor people see it as a permanent failure. Cynicism also holds people back. Cynics focus on why things won't work instead of figuring out how they can, letting opportunities slip by. To overcome laziness, change your mindset from "I can't afford it" to "How can I afford it?" This helps you think of solutions and keeps you motivated. Developing good money habits, like paying yourself first, can push you to find creative ways to make more money. Finally, avoid arrogance. Some people pretend to know everything to cover their lack of knowledge. Stay open to other ideas and be willing to learn. This attitude will help you make better decisions and grow your wealth. Chapter 5. Getting started quickly. Knowledge isn't power until you use it.
No matter how much knowledge you have, it's waste until you use it. There are tons of videos on YouTube on how to invest smartly and how to start a business from nothing. So, you can learn anything for free. That's not all. If you read books on business, you can learn everything. Here are my top 5 business book recommendations. 1. Good to Great, Jim Collins. 2. Lean Startup, Eric Ries. 3. Thinking, Fast and Slow, by Daniel Kahneman. 4. Innovator's Dilemma, by Clayton M. Christensen. 0 to 1, by Peter Thiel, with Blake Masters.